Okay, one of the concerns I always hear from my students is that, coach, my niche is already saturated. It seems there are a lot of people in it. Everywhere I turn, someone saying something about it. And I always tell them that is an indication of an opportunity. The basic example is this, that when I was growing up, my mother decided to start a restaurant. And guess what? She had to move from the village where we lived to a nearby town to set the restaurant there. And even when she reached that town, she went to the place that already had restaurants. There was a particular location that has already a restaurant. That is where she established her restaurant there. And the same thing is true to all of us. Go to your city today if you want scholastic materials. There is a certain location that has scholastic materials. In my city here, it's called Nasaro. If you want say if you want secondhand shoes, there's a place for that. So why is it that there are particular areas where there seem to be a lot of sellers in there, and everyone knows that those places, if you want such a thing, go to such a place. Now, wouldn't it not make sense if someone says, that place is already saturated, let me just be able to hide somewhere in my village? Or let's say you decided to open up a KFC franchise and you're setting up in your village. You see, you're going to have the best chicken in there. You're going to have everything, but nobody's going to come there. Maybe goats will be your customers. Why? Why is it? Because, and this is the very reason why all of us, when you think about a business, you go to the city. And you go to the city because people are already there. People are already there. You see, business is people to people. So you must always be where people are there. But more importantly, if you think your niche is saturated, it's just because there are a lot of people who need that. So I want us to pick up, he was called Malcolm Gladwell's mind. In his book, The Tipping Point, he said something. He said that the level of your success, so a person's financial success, is directly correlated to the number of people they know. That is huge, that your level, a person's financial success is directly correlated to the number of people they know. And that is not, that's not just a thought, that is a quantifiable fact. That's a quantifiable fact. It's the number of those that know you, like you, or trust you that is responsible for the money that you get. So instead of thinking that this niche is saturated, that should be an indication to you that a lot of people are now interested in such a niche. They're already in that niche. So that tells you that all you need to focus on right now is, how do I get more people who know me, like me, and trust me? That is where the business is. That is where go and learn from Apple. Their entire business is acquiring a customer. So the business is in getting more people to know you, like you, and trust you. It's not that your niche is saturated or not saturated. The whole point is that you must be able to build a know, like, and trust factor. You see, I call this syndrome of thinking that, you don't need people, or, or you fear a lot of people, the Cain syndrome. Cain was the elder brother, was the elder son of Adam, and he had his brother called Abel. And I think one time Cain was involved in a conversation saying, because the old man's about to die, and our mother's about to die, I'm going to remain with the whole land. So you'll just rent from me. And the brother said, no, it doesn't work like that. We need to divide this into two. That is just an assumption, reading in between the line, because he said Cain had a conversation with the brother, but that conversation is not captured. So my assumption is that, okay, Cain now says, I'm going to be able to be the landlord. You're going to rent from me. The brother said, no, we need to divide into two. And now Cain thinks, I need to eliminate this man. So Cain kills his brother. And later on, Cain now decides to produce a son and names that son Enoch. That means that, I have learned my lesson. I'm now educated. And we see him going ahead to construct a city. And now, if you look at the number that existed that time, what was the need of a city? But that tells you that Cain realized that, what, I need people. People are important. So he set up a city, even though he had very few people, but a city where people are going to live in. So the point I'm trying to make is, do not be afraid that there are a lot of people doing this. Concentrate on letting more people know, like, and trust you. And how do you do that? You need to set up your first product. I've talked about this several times, but you need to set up a product category called gift products. Gift products is responsible for building relationships. These are products that are for free, and you're giving out, no strings attached. They're valuable, meaningful, but you're giving them out, no strings attached, just to build relationships, And mind you, everything in your business is going to come from relationships, even though you are the only one selling that. But if you don't know other people, then you're not going to be able to have to get money. So money does not come from the lesser people who know that. Money comes from the more people who know you. And so a niche that is already saturated tells you, I'm using this word, breathing from the mind, from your mind, you're assuming saturated, tells you there are already people in there. So go and build relationships. Go and make a lot of gift products and put out there. I have this thing I call the Solomon Challenge, and said, I picked it up from King Solomon. The moment he knew what God had called him for, he went ahead and wrote 1,005 songs. He produced 1,005 songs, and then, he wrote 3,000 proverbs. At the end of it all, his name was everywhere in the entire world. So why not consider such a thing? Put yourself out there, at least 3,000 social media posts, at least 1,000 YouTube videos. Then see what will come out from there. See the relationships. And then from those relationships, that's when you set up your core product, which is now a product which you are targeting to convert those relationships into now money. You're converting. It's a conversion from just a prospect to a customer, someone who's paying you. These products are not expensive, but their target is simply to convert the relationship. Then it is your premium products that will be able to give you profit. And then once now you've set up your premium products, they're giving you profits, you're transforming people's lives with it, then you can go ahead and set up retainer products, which is basically going to take your business to the next level, which is now having those people retaining those people to constantly pay you, maybe every month or every year, to remain in your inner circle and to remain in your mastermind as they keep on learning. Once you do this kind of thing, forget about the saturation. Focus on relationship. Focus on having more people know you, like you, and trust you. That is where there is money. Thank you. Let me see you in the next video.